Hey everyone, how's it going? We're back again with day 2 of the current trading week. So just to make this a quick one, let's just kick off with a recap. So yesterday we had this move to the downside, basically that closed this head and shoulder formation on the 1 hour time frame. And for today's trajectory, so currently price is at this previous key support zone, right? As you can see, price pivoted previously from this area. So what I would be waiting for to continue in this short sale is a break below this zone, some sort of retest or like lower time frame correction, and then to continue to the next key zone, right? So currently we're at the bottom, and I would not be looking for a long position. As I said, that if you look at the daily chart, we are kind of breaking up, we are breaking out of this zone, right? So my final target for this trade would be around here, around the 90% zone, but we do this zone by zone, right? So this is the first zone we have completed. We need to see a breakthrough to the second zone to continue our short sales. Okay, so from yesterday US 30, if you recall, I said that I placed a buy stop above where the price made like a liquidity sweep, such and such, and as you can see, I did not get tagged in. This is the one good thing about having buy stop setups, is that you let the market take you in if your idea is valid, and if your idea is not valid, then basically sometimes you end up like this where you don't get tagged in and therefore you don't get loss or drawdown, right? So for US 30, the bias is going to change a little bit because of the yesterday's events. So currently now we are forming like a lower time frame correction or uptrend, you can say. And my look will still be the same. I'm looking for the price to break above this key zone, some sort of retest to continue to the upside. But if the price does not do that and the price breaks down, gives a sort of retest and then continue to the downside, this will then fall into my bearish idea that I set for myself from a couple of weeks ago, when I said that we could also look to form a larger time frame inverse head and shoulder on US 30. What do I mean by that? I mean that if the price cannot break past this previous resistance, key resistance zone, then definitely we look at this as an larger inverse head and shoulder, with the right shoulder still needing to form before continuing to the upside. So basically today or tomorrow will kind of let us know whether we are breaking above the zone, retest, and then continue, or we are just gonna basically form this inverse head and shoulder on US 30, which would then mean that we are going to be looking for short entries on US 30. Okay, so like same with the Euro USD, just a mirror of, I mean the dollar just mirroring Euro USD. So inverse head and shoulder completed. We are at the neckline. As you can see, we are at the neckline right here. And this is coming from long time. I've been speaking about this, that price swings from point to point, and originally we were in this lower time frame downtrend, as you can see, and basically this lower time frame downtrend was in a larger time frame downtrend, right? So we had 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and as I said, we were looking for the third to fourth swing point. So as you can see, that is currently in motion, and the third to fourth swing point will probably look to retest this key zone area right here. So for now, the dollar is currently at the neckline. It's not really advisable to take trades at the neckline. You rather wait for a break, or you rather wait for a bounce. Okay, let's go for gold. Okay, so gold from yesterday, I spoke about this. I said that gold has some more play to the downside. If you noted yesterday's video, I said that price was forming a correction right outside this wedge, and it broke to the downside. It hit the key area or zone, and now it's forming some type of a reversal, but I look at this more like as an correction structure, because gold has one or two things that it can do. As I said, the ultimate goal will be here, the 90% of the structure. So currently you can see that gold is kind of ramping up. When I say ramping up, I mean it's forming a lower time frame correction, which could be building up the steam to just basically break past this level right here. So one key thing to note is that look at the loss area where we are right here. If price can basically make its way up to here and give us some sort of respect at this level, it would be ideal to enter a short position, potentially around here, stop loss just above, and we look to target the final 90% of the larger time frame. That is one setup. The other setup would be that gold will just basically respect this trend that it's currently in, this wedge formation, and gold could just potentially then move to the upside and continue to conform to this pattern, right? It's also gonna get influence from the dollar, because if the dollar does break above the neckline, it will signify, if the dollar can break above this neckline, it will mean that gold will then be influenced to then push or continue to the downside. As you can see, we had an impulse, we had a correction, and then we have another impulse, and now you can see that potentially we are forming another correction. So we could get the final push to this key zone right here. So for me, gold is still really looking on the short side. It's just going to depend what the dollar does, right? Whether that will influence gold's movement or not. Yeah, and that's all for today. So for Euro USD, it's gonna wait for, well, my setup will be to wait for break below neckline, some sort of retest to continue to the downside. Oh, okay, there's still GU. Okay, so GU basically, I spoke about this yesterday, that we also completed the head and shoulder formation on this. Price is currently below the neckline, and we can basically see that price has formed a lower time frame correction, or is forming a lower time frame correction right here. So for GU, we'll wait for the break below the structure, put your stop loss just above, and basically we have all of this area to target. So hopefully if this move triggers, we'll get this move today, and we'll see by tomorrow what has transpired.